My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakir Galadirthan, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as Enedwaith, the clansman of the western edge of Middle-earth. We are again preparing to assault Linden. All of our forces are heading west, and at the same time we are defending Moria. Now, we won a phenomenal victory in our last outing. Don't I have a general around here somewhere? He's in the fort, isn't he? So we won a good victory in the last outing. And this is all Moria have left. Should these three armies die, Khazad-dûm will be no more. So that will be pleasing. Get rid of an enemy there on that side. Obviously, elsewhere, we have no issues, no concerns, no qualms. We're at peace with everyone else, and not much else is really happening, to be honest. So
your will, by your command, my lord.
We're surrounded by Isengard in that fort there, but because they are rebels, they're not doing anything about it. So go on then, get some structures. Let's use this opportunity to build things in locations that otherwise don't have things. Because we've got a reasonable amount of money coming in. We've got large armies. So we can pursue a little bit of an economic goal for the meantime. For worrying about getting more troops in. I love to queue these up, because you can queue them up and then you don't worry about them. Although, I queue them up so that I don't have to worry about them, and then I still constantly check what's being built each turn anyway, so I do still end up worrying about them. Oh, farming. Let's get the farming in. Lovely. Right, as I was talking in the Anduin campaign, these campaigns are both very close to victory, the Vale of Anduin and Enedwaith. And as I've said, in the Anduin campaign, my victory target now is to defeat the Misty Mountains, mop up southern Mirkwood, and go to war with Khazad-dûm and the Dwarves of Erebor to claim Rakyberg back and to claim Forodrine back, which is the province just on the top right of the map at the moment. The northeast, sorry. So that will be my victory conditions. The Misty Mountains will fall, and I'll take their two remaining provinces, Anon and Arod Dol Bryn. And I will take back Rakyberg from the Dwarves, and I will take back Forodrine from Khazad-dûm. And I will mop up the south of Dol Guldur. And that will be my victory conditions, and hold everything that I've currently got. Once we get to that point, the campaign will likely come to a conclusion. Although I may push further on and say that my final and ultimate victory will be when Erebor falls. I might push it to that far just so that we can see a little more action with the elite units.
Welcome a trial by arms to end this feud.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
Oh, well. They certainly gave the Scotsman pretty vicious lines in the base game, didn't they? Dear, oh dear. Right, Cabre is ready.
Yes.
He can go and stand over there. What to do with the others? You need 3 more people, so take 1, 2, and some cavalry. Although, actually, and do it the other way, idiot.
Yes, my lord.
God! Idiot!
Shall continue to
Join with Camran the Noble. You're heading off. Moot Lord Haldir has a full roster, apparently, but his flag doesn't reach to the top, so who's not important? Mounted Warband aren't full. We're not going to war with the elves with 35. No, no, no. Oh, I still need to change the names of them. Ah, for goodness sake. Because I have no idea what their blooming name, who is whom. Moot units name change. Marvellous. Marvellous. Okay, and following up is
Yes,
Dorlas
my
the Chivalrous, who has room for 7 units.
with honor. Making camp here.
You. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leaving behind the Dunlending Spearmen. Or Warband. I like the Dunlending Warband. That unit alone makes me want to play as Dunland. I like them that much, which is a bit rubbish really, but there we are. Okay. We can't train anything else, but Moot Lord Haldir has 3 people with him.
My lord.
So
By your command.
you can take the overflowing units that will come from there and
Orders.
have a smaller army and tail.
Yes,
So we'll have 4 full banner armies and a small quarter banner army. We're going to get absolutely massacred. I hope you're all aware of this. As soon as we declare war on Linden, the storm that is going to come down on us is going to be out of this world. We might have a little advantage in that because they've been trapped in the west, they won't. Their money obviously will have stagnated. So the AI queues up units and queues up buildings all the time, regardless of how much money it has. So they're working through their unit queue, which at the moment will be all militia, because they would have built hordes and hordes of militia at the very beginning when they had the money. Then they would have got to the point where their money stagnated and they go into the AI script so that they can't go bankrupt, but they also don't get anything more than, I think it's like, it takes them to about 200 gold or something like that, maybe even 10 or 1 gold. So essentially, if they go bankrupt, they can't go deep into bankruptcy, because they have no check on their spending. But instead, they go through a loop cycle. So as soon as they go below 0 money, they get back up to, I think, 1 gold. I'm pretty sure it's 1 gold. I was reading about it just the other day. But then again, obviously they'll lose money, but they'll go back to 1 gold. But because of that, the fact that they only go up to 1 gold each time, they can't ever abuse the script. All right, we come to the second battle of Khazad-dûm. I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck. It's my turn to do it to you, Captain Gloin. Although I'm a bit wary of those axemen, they're going to be a problem. He's got some guards, and he's got catapults. Now, if he brings the catapults into Moria, we're in trouble. The rest of that army is very poor. Miners and warriors alternating, and they're their basic units. So, no crossbowmen this time, only axe throwers. Chieftain Lachlein the Chivalrous. A sturdy army.
Muster your courage.
To war!
We march into battle.
So the Enedwaith campaign in relation to the Anduin campaign, the victory conditions here will be to defeat Linden. I'm not going to go for the 45 regions or whatever. I'm going to try and defeat Linden. If I can wipe Linden out, that will be my victory. Oh dear, sorry. I just hit the microphone with my cup. Have they gone for a night battle? Or is it just... No, it's just this. It's like this all the time, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Okay, last time they did mostly go across the bridge, but only 1 unit went over there, so we're going to use that. I apologise for the absolutely awful camera in this location. This is a vanilla Third Age settlement, actually. Who have we got that went down over there? Angry Raiders. Okay, so this time we're going to try and set up in anticipation of them coming across the bridge. So, I'm going to want 2 units of pikemen to, for the moment, just come and stand down there, go into guard mode. I can get 1 unit of Angren there, 1 unit of Angren there. They don't really play ball very well, so... we can use those 29 Angren though, so... You guys can come down here as well. You'll form up on that main drag. Right, we want another unit of pikemen to go behind for when they break through. Let's group you to get you out of the way for now. So, and then we'll take the archers to go... Oh, I don't know what to do with the archers, actually. Obviously, were this real life, you'd put the archers there, they'd line up on the walls, and they'd rain hell down into the middle. But they won't, they'll do that stupid arcing shot, and it will just do no damage. So archers there would be wasted. So, I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll put 1 unit at the top of that ramp. Foresters. And then we'll put another unit on that ramp along with our general who goes up behind. And then we'll have more units again in the middle. The 2 other moot units go in the middle to block them off. So let's group you lot up with that lot. That leaves us all of this for the other side. Oh no, and I've been very foolish as well. Are there only 20 of you? Does that say 26? Right, so 26 of you get involved down here. And the 100 of you get down here as well, ready to... reinforce. You can come in after the Angren Raiders. So that leaves defending this side. We will use the Dwarven Fallen, defend against their own kin. Moot Warden's backup, whose name will be changed. I might just change them to something like Moot Pikes. So you've got Moot Keepers, who have never, their name has always been the same. Or maybe you might change them to Moot Guardians and keep them as Moot Pikes, so you know exactly what unit is which. Because the name is just way too similar. Keepers and Wardens, they sound... That's a foolish naming convention. My bad. Alright, all that leaves then is that extra unit of Angren who can go up here. Okay, that's everyone in position. Start the battle, pause the battle. Dwarves. Come slightly further down the hill. There we are. Pikemen come in behind. Splendid. River Elders, you are the final check. Back up. Okay. Alright, all of you, group. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I can't remember what the thing is to unlock them. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't make too much difference. Okay, 140 of you. How did I get those Moot Wardens to go so perfectly near the bridge? Oh, they're not Moot Wardens, are they? They're Enedwaith Guardians. There we are. You guys go there and there. 100 of you. Please go on this side. Go on, go on, go on. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try. 29 of you in that front there. And 162 of you can go to there. There's 20 of them as well. You can come down there. Okay, 100 of you, don't fire at will. Come and stand on the side, should you be needed. Oh, I missed off some Moot people. So you and you then. Come and fill up that middle bit. Yeah. 51 stand behind. I will try and zoom in a bit more in this one, because I realised that zooming in and watching them fight is more interesting. Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong side of the hill, isn't it? Obviously, it's far easier to overview the tactical situation from above, but it's more interesting to overview the tactical situation from up close with the nitty-gritty. So I'll try and zoom in a bit more, and I apologise for my previous lack of zooming in. Okay, is everybody ready? No, we've got some other pikemen who are going in behind here, aren't they? Oh, that's a point, actually. Let's put them there and get those 100 to come down here. And do fire at will. Alright, and everybody run if you could. Okay, let's see what the enemy is going to be doing. At the minute they're all are in the wrong place. There's the unique Dwarven ram. They get their own look. Bit of steel on it. Unique Dwarven tower. Oh, they're going to use their catapults to bring down the gate. They are, aren't they? We're going to win this one to... even if we don't win this, we will win due to time, I'm afraid. Because those catapults will take... Well, they won't charge until those catapults are brought down the gate, despite the ram being a far better way of doing it. Apologies for knocking about with the microphone again. I was taking a drink. Changes towards version 1 go very well. So... Oh no, they didn't do what we wanted at all. No! Come back. Oh, I got you to stand there a minute ago. There we are. 100 Angren Raiders. Oh, I don't know. I'm stand up there. We'll just rotate you in and out with the one standing on that corner. And what about the 20 of them? Where did they go there? Oh, but look, you can go right in the front. So progress towards version 1 goes very well. Apologies that this video has gone up late in today rather than in the morning, but as long as it goes up on the day I say, like, the timing will probably vary. But I'm waiting because I've got this whole week off, you see, and I go back to work next Monday, the 20th of June, when my recording schedule will then take place. I record on certain evenings and whatnot, but when you have entire days free, it's so easy to just do one thing and get totally focused on it for the whole day.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
And that is what I have done.
The walls are no
Oh no, I don't want you to do that. Oh no, you're the backup. No, you're the backup. There we are. Okay, we come down to it. Our archers are firing. Keep it on ×6 for a bit. Are they bringing the catapults in to...
We await your command.
Oh, the axemen are coming first. Yes, javelins. Javelins, javelins, javelins! Excellent. Unupgraded axemen as well, because once they get upgraded, they get the Hobbit movie look. Oh, it's a slaughter. Let us call this episode The Bridge of Death. That's ambiguous enough, isn't it? So I'm saying either that's what it's going to be called now before I even know how this battle's going to go. Only 6 of them made it to the other side. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is going to be a massacre again by the looks of it. Did they have a general as well? No, they didn't, did they? It's just a standard captain. Never bodes well for the AI. Stand your ground, Ben. Keep your prodding, go on. Keep them at bay. Good block. That looks like a captain, actually. Oh no, that's the standard captain for Ereborna. In answer to the questions that I've been asked a lot, once the Enedwaith and Anduin campaigns end, they will be replaced with version 1 campaigns, regardless of whether or not version 1 is out. However, obviously many of you would like me to do a Khazad-dûm campaign, but the Khazad-dûm campaign, while yes, it's being fixed, it's not yet at a point where I would want to do a full campaign based on it. So, Khazad-dûm campaign would likely replace Umbar whenever that one finally ends. But in answer to your questions, I probably would do a vote again, so that I can, but I'd taint it a little. I'd do like a communist vote, so I would give you the candidates that I want to play as, and then you choose from them. I'm not just going to give you every candidate that's available. So, but I would like to play as the elves, show off some of their new looks, just play as the elves. There is a certain amount of fun to just killing everyone with arrows long before they reach your lines. And I also thoroughly enjoy playing as the dwarves. I think they're a great campaign, and with their new visual changes, I'm eager to sink my teeth into them. People have suggested Gondor, and I'd go Gondor or Dol Amroth with the new situation in the south, with Khand being now a major player in the southern battlefield, the southern theatre as it's called. So I'd happily play as those. So your choices are likely to be an array of Elven and Dwarven factions, and the Númenórean factions of the south. Very, I'm afraid, unlikely to ever play as an Orc faction. I mean, I might consider popping an Orc faction in there, but it's so different to how I play. I can just imagine myself getting destroyed. I'm so casual with this game, so laid back about it. I don't know if I could handle the intensive micromanagement that I assume the Orcs require with their arrow fodder units, and then their soak-up cavalry charge units, and their swamping units, and then their slightly elite units. Whereas with most of the good factions, you just line yourselves up, you rely on your superior ranged qualities, and then that's it. Game's won. Alright, we've got some units breaking to the right. Now if I keep the camera on the actual path, it doesn't wig out as much. Right, there are units coming your way, Sons of the Fallen. Very, very interesting situation where dwarves are against dwarves. But of all the good races in Middle-earth, the dwarves are the only ones where there is a suggestion that they might potentially work for good as well as evil. Indeed, the dwarves of the Red Mountains, there's always been a suggestion that some of those might be evil. I've told there's a passage, a famous passage. It's one of the quotes, actually, that you get in the loading screens by Ngugi. And it says about how Tolkien writes, basically, that there's no concrete evidence that the dwarves ever aligned with the forces of evil, but there's a suggestion that they did. So dwarves fighting against dwarves is not too far-fetched. Also, we have completely concrete evidence that the dwarves did fight against the elves in the First Age. Obviously with the over the Silmaril. And then the elves then ambushed and slew all the dwarves before they could make it back to Belegost and Nogrod. Oh, they're really churning through us there. What's the situation with the... You've run out, you've run out. Got 100 of you firing. Oh, and the 153 are on the other side. But they've got a lot to get through before they reach us. You men break in. Support the pikes. Pike walls breaking down severely. The dwarves are just melting their way through. Look at the golden guards as they break through. Many of the Dwarven elite warriors wear masks, as it is written that the dwarves, when fighting against dragons, used to wear masks in an attempt to frighten their enemies. What's the situation? 50% of them have died, and only 7 of us. It's coming along very nicely. So I envisage the Enedwaith campaign. I can't imagine Enedwaith or Anduin will make it to as the same number that Northern Dunedain did. There were 52 videos by the end of the Northern Dunedain, I think. I can't imagine these two will make it that far. In other news, yes, I would like to continue playing as Soulstorm, and I really will have a Soulstorm video for you this coming Sunday. And then Sunday will be the Soulstorm day. So those of you who have subscribed to me or indeed like watching the 3 videos, or was it 2? 2 or 3? 3 Soulstorm videos I have up, then feel free to tune in on Sunday. And I will have the next attempt at taking down the Sisters of Battle headquarters on Cow River 1 with the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum. I will also do a lore video this Saturday. I have not yet fully decided what I want to do, but the idea of doing some of the more minor nations, such as the history of the Principality of Dol Amroth, and like the little bits that we know about Enedwaith, and the little bits that we know about the Kingdom of Ravanian, and like just sort of doing an overall to the last few little nations that Dak has and are present in the Third Age. Well, obviously the Kingdom of Ravanian isn't, but archers, run away, please. Don't waste yourselves. They've almost finished their arrows. What's the situation with the Suns? Oh, it's been a slaughter. Well, it would be. Dwarven miners. Dwarves, as a faction, the Dwarves' main feature is that their morale is incredibly hard to break. So if you're fighting against the Dwarves, you have to be prepared to fight almost to the last man. They will be the last units to break in almost any situation. But that doesn't stop their Dwarven miners, their basic militia, from being pretty basic, cheap, poor units. So Dwarven miners are still, as I say, are still poor, and they still will die if fighting against elite units. But the dwarves are really pushing through. What is the actual? Oh dear! Oh no! Look, we completely murdered them. This is definitely an example of why just pressing on with shield wall or just sheer numbers does not work. It's like walking down a corridor that has enemies on all sides of you. They're all getting a hit in, but you can only focus on one at a time. See, look, those Dwarven warriors, they don't even have a general, and they've only routed when there are 4 left. Think how, like, a Dwarven army with a solid general, like Gimli, Gloin, Dane, or Thorin, if you get one of the 4 starters out onto the armies, your army will likely never run away. And indeed, many of their units have the locked morale stat, so that they physically can't run away. Which is that trait is most commonly used with the dwarves, actually. Alright, it's time to... Oh, they've got the Moot Keepers to brush against yet. Look at them in dead. The only unit that stands in almost perfect rows. They're still a bit higgledy-piggledy. The Halberdmen are coming. Rush out! Charge out and meet them head on! Guardians, how many are left? 72. Oh, I didn't check how many they started with. Was it a full contingent? Do they have about 100? Oh, look, they're dying really quickly. Good job, Moots. Good job. Do you get effective against armor? Oh, no, you don't. Got good stamina, though. The stamina is quite a bit of a letdown, sorry, in this game, because there are only 3 levels of stamina. So whereas morale has a number assigned from 0 through to the highest I think any unit in our game has of morale is about 30. The most elite units have between 18 and 22, and most elite Dwarven units and elite Elven have about 24. So it gives you an idea of morale. But stamina is just, there's only 3 levels. There's basic stamina, slightly improved, and then even more improved. And it makes it quite annoying because you can't then properly differentiate between stamina. So most of the Wildmen factions get excellent stamina. But you want them to have like doubly excellent stamina because they live like the hardest lives. Like, obviously the Gondorians live in stone houses. They have pretty much everything taken care of and catered for them. But the Wildmen live in huts, and tents, and they endure the winters out in the weather, whereas the Gondorians sit behind their walls and sit behind their cities and towers. So we tried to give the wild men all excellent stamina to reflect their harder living. But because you can only have the 3 levels of stamina, they have the same stamina as as elite Dwarven units and things like that. It's just annoying that that's one of the things that you can't fully adapt. Because I'd like to. I would like to. Right, we've pretty much won, but something hasn't left yet. Ah, the halberdmen in the middle.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies
Right, their
dead.
general is dead, but these halberdmen seem to be... Right, you guys come down from the behind. I have a horrible feeling that those halberdmen are now slaughtering us. We've surrounded them. Can barely even make them out. This battle, of course, will also end this episode once we have won it. Because we will win it, but they're going to push us right to the end. This is why pikemen with very heavy armour are unstoppable. But of course the dwarves are offset by the fact that they're really slow. You can't chase anyone down. So if I met them in the open plain, I would have used my javelinmen to totally ruin and shred these halberdmen. And I never would have had to have worried about them. But we're almost there. But we really are getting our absolute arse handed to us. How many are left? Oh, I think we've done. Ah, perfect. Alright, apologies for the forward! You only have to endure it for a little while longer. An excellent finish. You can hear the men cheering from above. Oh, marvellous. Alright, what's left? Is there a catapult outside or something? Penny to a pound says yes. Oh, and there they are. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. We've got to go and charge down these buggers. River Elders, are you tired? You're very fresh. Out you come. Alright, sorry everyone. Stay tuned as we just charge these. What can I talk about to fill this gap with? Oh, I will record not a full... I like to obviously add in different games here and there to the games that I show. Because I play quite a few games in my spare time, and so I'd like to share them with you, as it were. And as I play Skyrim almost more than any other game, I will do the odd little Skyrim video, but I'm not going to give you an entire playthrough from level 0 to winning the game. Because I simply won't have the time after this week to do anything like that. I'll only have the evenings free again. And the weekends, and obviously lore videos take a little bit of time. These videos are done as soon as I just turn them on, I turn them off. That's it. I don't really do anything unless they crash. Right, now you're going to need to run because you're getting shot while you come. Fan out. But the Skyrim video obviously will also be another turn on, turn off. So what instead I'm going to do is, because I've got quite a few mods installed on it, and I have yet to play some of the quest mods that I installed, I'm going to do some of those like one-off standalone dungeons and just record my progress through it. And then if you enjoy it, then obviously please again feel free to leave feedback. If you don't want to watch Skyrim, just don't watch it, simple as. I don't know why I just said that. You don't need to be told when and what you can and can't watch. But I thought I'd add some just to jazz up the playlist order. And there should be one coming fairly soon when I get around to recording it. But it will be with a character that I've already played up to. He's level 30 at the moment. So, but the problem with Skyrim though is unlike DAC, or unlike my version of DAC, version 1 I should say, because this one has a few problems because of the save game. Moving the save game onto a different build, which I did. But Skyrim does have the odd crash, which is quite irritating. Although I played it, I must confess, we have now essentially won. Just waiting for those catapult men to break. I played it for an entire day on Monday, literally the entire day. I woke up at like 8 in the morning and I started playing it, and I went to bed at 2 o'clock in the evening in the morning of the next day, having finished playing it. Only breaking for breakfast, lunch and dinner, which is terrible, I know, but it's rare I get this much time off. end the battle.
Our foes
700 plays
utterly
2053.
vanquished.
And who claims the
Let all who
ground
remember
this time?
day remember it as the day
357.
of our most glorious victory.
Foresters of Haleth. Good job, Ben. Foresters bringing down plenty. But in playing for the entire day, it did only crash once. But it can be a little temperamental, so it might need a little bit more editing. But anyway, if you enjoy Skyrim, you enjoy listening to me, and you think it might be enjoyable to listen to both, I know a reasonable amount about the lore, but nothing that I could do like lore videos on. But
glory, honor, victory.
hopefully it'll be enjoyable. So listen out for those. High Lord Gain. Oh, he's got a lot, hasn't he? Reclaimers, Deeping Wards, Guards, 3 Generals. Nah, the good. And who have we got? Carol. I'm not even going to bother fighting that, to be honest. He's definitely going to die, but... Well, we might have taken a few extra men, but barely noticeable. Right, with them dicking about around the fort, though, that means that Moria gets at least 1 turn of reprieve. But I will end that episode there. This time I pressed start when I should have pressed start, and I know that we're about 31-ish minutes in. So, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Please do stay tuned for the upcoming lore video this Saturday, the Soulstorm video this Sunday. And, oh, we're the most advanced faction. And Runwayn's very cheeky. Carol fell to the enemy, of course. Nothing that I want to do with that. Right, so we will end it. So the next time I start this one, it will be a start turn. But so stay tuned for a little Skyrim video and let me know what you think about that when it comes out. Stay tuned for lore video on Saturday, Soulstorm on Sunday, and of course Umbar tomorrow, Thursday. If this video did not go up on Wednesday, I can only apologise again. It will be my internet. But rest assured, we're updating it soon, which matters not really. I mean, what's the difference between Wednesday morning or Thursday morning or Wednesday night and Thursday morning? Anyway, by the by. So, stay tuned for all of that, and thank you very much for watching if indeed you have. Pop any comments down, I will reply to them if I haven't already replied to them, or it's been a while since replying to a comment of that type. But for now, and until we speak again, dearest friends, Navar Naden Pedumad Melonin, and farewell.